All right, you guys. I am pretty ready. All right. Welcome on in. I had to push it up for a little bit because I couldn't actually find this particular video. So welcome on in. Hey, Muffin Top, my amazing mod. Welcome into WCIA Network, where everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Why are they... Hold on a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Not quite sure why we have the lawnmowers going outside. Oy, but I do. Okay. Um Today obviously is an important, very important video. Why? Just like uh all of them have been, but for those that are new to the Summer Moon Wells case, and for those that are new to my channel, which I do have new viewers. I am enjoying going back and bringing information from the past to the present. And today we're focusing in on, I would say, one of the most important bits of information about Summer Moon Wells' case. And this here is what I put up as my photo to start with, right? Going back and following the people that were at the Summer Moon Wells case from day one is very critical to remember. And I feel as if a lot of the creators are trying to clog up the airways. I would say clog them up and kind of push information up front so we can push the most important information to the back. I'm showing the beginning of a video, information that I gathered on Tim Mullins, because Tim Mullins was the first one on site. And then came Benny, then came Timothy, then came the church people, then came the vigils, then came the ones who went to the vigils, the Molly Golightly's, the Tiffany Marie's, the Jody Sue Browns, the Betty Bullhorn Bettys, the JLRs, all of them. Tim Mullen thank you for asking that, Stephanie. Hey, welcome into those. Wait, I want to welcome you guys in. Welcome into WCAA Network. And hi, Muffin Tom, my amazing mod. I see you, nurse. Welcome in. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. Gifted one member. Oh, thank you, Nothing but love, for gifting a membership. Fantastic. Justice coming soon. Jessica M. Lisa. Stephanie. Colleen. Hi, everyone. This is going to be great. Stephanie, you just asked a question about Kai Crystal. Tim Mullins showed up right in the beginning as he introduced himself as someone who wanted to be the social director for the Wells. He thought they needed a social director to take care of all of their stuff. I'm not really quite sure why someone whose kid was taken or gone, allegedly, whatever happened to her, needs a social director. But, oh, thank you, Crystal. Yes, I have it on now. I love my sweatshirt. Come the fall, I'll do another one. Anyways, he showed up, and then he claims allegedly that he showed up on the 23rd of June, 2021, to the first vigil, and then he introduced himself to Robin, he says, at the bread making. So I gathered information, and I went back all the way to here, Tim Mullins, 2008. And I'm going to show you what I gathered on him. But I thought that I would show you Benny's video and then show you the eyeball video. They're all the same, you guys. When I talk about the Summer Moon Wells cases, I'm talking about every case that I cover here. And a lot of my information, if not all of it, is taken from the Summer Moon Wells Beech Creek community that has created YouTube channels, and those that have interjected themselves in the beginning. Boom, boom, boom. June 16th, June 15th, 2021. And then I cover and watch, I call them the families on YouTube. The families are those that look so perfect. They have millions of views, they have millions of followers. The more they have, um, I think the more views they have, I think they get rewarded. And I'm going to be comparing that information today. This here was a video that Benny was on with Jody Sue Brown and a couple other people. And stuff like that, um, stuff like this doesn't get talked about. So if you were to take a screenshot, when I tell you that this is really critical information for any kind of investigative reporters that work with the law enforcement, this here encompasses pretty much the sacrifices in which these children are going through. When I show you these V's and the light behind them, you just brighten this up. Including the light behind him is what I show you Ernie Shell has. This video shows this information. This information is what I am showing you today. This here has never changed. The maroon with the white, the V, the L, the thing on his face, nothing. Nothing has shifted. So this is his video. See, when you play it slow and you watch what happens here, this here is hidden within his video. So he may be coming real close to the camera, but this is all deep faked. You see, if you look at this frame and you look at his arm and the furniture, nothing ever makes sense in Benny's videos. So in order for the law enforcement to start looking at something that usually they don't talk about, they'll get answers. Because there's a phone, see that phone? That's my phone, because that was before I knew how to do it a different way. So this here, what he's showing, what I see, what I call beneath the deep fake, is a Benny that I tell you has all different faces, all different characters, that he changes, and I see victims in here. And these are videos that I believe to hold the answers to the sacrifices and to what's going on with these victims. And the victims are the Summer Moon Wells cases. Benny here gave me the most information. So you go through this video and you see Jody Sue Brown and all of this stuff in here. And see how he moves real fast. That's where you get the information, is when he moves real fast. What I'm telling you is beneath the deep fake is a layer that is telling the story of Summer Moon Wells. Just like all of the different videos that I look at and show you guys. I'm showing you this one because this was way back in the beginning. And all of this stuff that you see in here, all of this stuff that you see in here is exactly what I'm showing you today. When I show you a photo of one of those moms from the family and I see this thing coming out of her head as well, it's telling the same story. It doesn't change. It's just a different deep fake. And this video here that was put out was one that shouldn't have been ignored. It's tremendous amount of information that I see helps tell the story. So what I do is I try to get images to the best of my ability to show you so I could use them as a guide to telling you the story. See? That's all I do. And beneath many of these YouTube creators' videos hides the truth. It's very common. It's a very common technique. Jody Sue has it. Many of them have it. There's Jody Sue Brown. See all those boxes? That is actually Jody Sue's screen. And I mean, this is stuff that a detective could check it out and look and watch Jody Sue Brown's face change and watch Benny in the bottom corner sitting inside of a box and he's not inside of his house anymore. These are bits of information that tend to get overlooked. And for some reason, no one wants to understand or look at the thing that when I say they're sitting underground, this is where Benny is already like this isn't Benny. So I say Benny, but it's not Benny. This is the Benny that says he's Benny. But stuff doesn't stay consistent in these videos, and I'm going to show you a comparison between this and a child's video that I have. It's a video of a child going through this same what I call sacrifice of information here. She's underground, and whatever is going on here is what nobody wants to talk about. This is the shit that they don't want to talk about, you guys. But the answers lie right in here. I'm going to show you. Boom. Boom. And if you were to just watch Benny's smallest little video, you're going to see the victim is hiding right there. There's the face of the victim. This stuff is not difficult. That is the same thing as this. This is where he's supposed to be. That is supposed to be his t-shirt. So when I explain this stuff, I'm trying to tell you that within the same very moments of a video that's showing you here with that kind of a shirt, what lies beneath it are the victims that I call Summer Moon Wells. It's not difficult to see. It's right there. Put a number 1 if you see the victim's face popping through the ski cap. That's the face coming through the ski cap. We didn't start with this. This is what they do not want you to see. The reason I know that is because it's within the frames of the frames. Thank you for those ones, guys. This is beneath this. It's beneath this. And it starts out like that. Like that. If you watch his little teeny corner, anything that happens with Benny and anything that happens with Jody Sue begins to collect together as one. You have to go and look at these videos and just know you're looking at deep fake. And that they're broken into 3 rooms. 3 layers is what I call it. And who has the most information? It's that Benny Keys in the corner. And then comes the Jody Sue Brown that shows up in his video. So if you look at this one, this is a man with glasses on that's in a room that someone else appears. But Benny, this is the face that I would always see in Molly Golightly's videos, because Molly Golightly's videos always had a man with glasses. Summer Moon Wells, all of Summer Moon Wells, they have these glasses on. Like so. Now, this isn't caricatured in there. It's beneath what they want you to see. This is the truth. And beneath this truth lies the answers to where these got gone, get gone kids are going. This is where they go, you guys. This is where they go. This is the story of the children. And depending on which frame you land on, you will get a different Benny, a different scene, and you will get bits of information about the children. There is a reason Benny is gone. There is a reason he's gone. If the authorities want information, this is the sick ass shit that they're doing. It's right in that corner. I see it. Anyone else maybe will say that's just a blob. Understand that that little corner is supposed to be Benny. This corner is disgusting shit, and the only people that get access to these corners are those that pay for it. So all of these panels that went up a few years ago, these panels would come up and let me tell you something. The people that are on the panels, there's a reason that they select certain people. I would never be allowed on a panel. No way. There's no way. Because this stuff is predetermined. See that in there? And there's Jody Sue. But the answers are in the smallest windows. You know, you think that's a normal picture, but it's not a normal picture of what's on the wall. It changes. So this here whatever he's doing in here and hiding in the corner down there, whatever is going on here is what I'm about to show you is going on in a video with a child. Now that might be a child. We don't know. But what I can tell you is the circumstances that I see here is what I'm about to show you. See the hands? And present to you in this video. I'm going to just keep showing you something here. Let me put this up here and show you how this shifts. In the hands. In the hands. The fingers, the fingers, the fingers, the hands. And that is what's in this video. I've been watching this since Summer Moon Wells' first videos. What's going on in there? Boom. Look at that. Guys, is a sacrifice. So to the Benny Keys that I don't know, to the Benny Keys that has hidden away, has removed himself, has the answer. You see? See how this is beneath what I'm showing you? See the glasses? You slightly saw the glasses before because it was a layer. See? It was a layer. See the glasses? That's the disgusting shit. Correct, Michelle. They are showing it. What we do know is that's not Benny. But you could see all of the elements that started here. This is this. Now, what do I mean by that? What I mean is this is hiding that. This is the top layer that sort of shows kooky information, but they use deep fake and everything, every layer. You know how in the beginning I would say you could just layer it right on top? Oh, you could layer this shit right on top. Because at the end of the day, the story is this. This is the story that they don't want you to see. Why? It's because people pay a lot of freaking money to see this. This is being hidden under the first layer. I flipped it. This is this. I've been doing this, you guys, for a very long time. And I'm shown things like this in my third eye. And I'm fortunate enough to be able to show it so I could explain it. So this is the top of the video. This is in the corner and it says Benny. It says Benny, right? As this says Benny. But the Benny in the corner is not the Benny that you see here. Circumstantially, this girl winds up in the corner because this is a layer of the victim. Thank you, Michelle. So if we keep looking at that little corner, we will get the story of the Summer Moon Wells. And the elements, these elements that show up are always going to be the Summer Moon Wells elements because they don't change. And they're elements that look weird, but they don't change. Like whatever that is back there, it's like a goat, it's like an animal. Someone that's dressed like an animal, like a goat. That person is dressed like a goat. Right there. And let me tell you, that's part of what they do. This is a ritual. This is a sacrifice. This is the corner that holds, this corner here holds the truth and holds the answers to bringing Summer Moon Wells justice. And you guys, no one wants to talk about it. All of those, I have to plug in my computer. All of those channels are filling their airways with nonsense. Right? Plug my computer in. Okay. With nonsense. This here was put up so long ago. I keep it all. Look at that little corner. The hand. Look at it. Look at that. So all we need to do is just keep taking little screenshots. And then if I were to place them in a PDF, that's the victim. Ooh, look at this. And it all says Benny. Why is it that this is something that the authorities won't take seriously? All of his videos that I have do this, by the way. This one's just the easiest. Here. Now, that's a bald person. That's not Benny. And that's not Benny. Period. Whatever is happening, this is underground, you guys. This is underground. These are pictures and information that's behind him of rituals. This is the Delphi case. These are victims. And they are being tortured while they're being filmed, and they're being shown under the deep fake of, I would venture to say, all of the channels that I follow. All the channels I follow. I mean, there's no way this is Benny. And it's right there. Look. With each little teeny click of my finger. And this part of my presentation is very important because a lot of people don't understand, and they think that this is like coming from no man's land and I make it up or whatever. But this is showing you the pattern and showing you where it comes from. And everything I'm going to be showing you from this point on in this presentation comes from video like this. And before I'm going to first show you Tim Mullen's part, because Tim Mullen's part has this same information. Sorry, you guys, my throat is very sore. So there's a victim in there. So you think you guys got this, right? And that's the child's face. So, and what's in front of him is a symbol. That symbol is the same kind of a symbol that you see in the Delphi case. It's the same kind of symbol that you saw in John Wayne Gacy case. These are symbols. Those are symbols, you guys. And what you see here, this symbol repeats itself over and over and over and over. See the face move? So, let me take a couple more screenshots. Yeah, this is again a very, very critical video. Critical. Let me videotape this for a minute. I'm just going to videotape this smaller. Hold on. One second. Okay. So I just made a little video that I'm going to put up here of just the corner so you guys could get a better look. Okay, so what I did is just videotaped the little corner, and it should give us a better view. So this is just the corner, okay? And that's supposed to be Benny, right? So this is just the corner, so you could see how it changes. See the hand. This is the information that I show you with those big, long fingers. Then he disappears. Is back there in the darkness is a face. I see it. Just like that. So that to me is this child's face. Then all of this just understand that this isn't Benny. These are elements in the Summer Moon Wells case. That is an element that I show. All of this. Boom. Like what I personally see is a head being blown open, but everyone's going to see something different. And it's all in here. So this is just the corner, and it's whatever is good to see is in here. Whatever is in here, like within the cracks, what I call like the most valuable. Um, it's whatever is this here. I always show this equipment, and this equipment is always being held up by the face. And when I see a camera and stuff being held up, I'm like, oh, that looks reminds me of the equipment. So that's what this is. And he's in the darkness, obviously, because it's right there. It's just that corner right there, that as you see it this way, you guys, to me, this is the dark web. We're not going to see what's in there, but you see the hearts around it. This is a metal box. We're not going to see this clearly because this is what is being protected. You see the heart. We see the heart a lot. That white heart is layered within every layer, even the top layer. We could see that white heart. And that white heart right here, let me take a screenshot. This information. Now, obviously, everything I do and say falls under Section 107, the Copyright Act 1976, right? Like, this is all allegedly. This is for entertainment purposes. I have no idea what's right and what's wrong. I don't know. I don't know because we don't know, right? This is just another channel with another opinion. But that white heart is the white heart I see all the time. And to me, this is the box that is on the extremely bottom layer, like that. Those are the bottom layers. And that is the layer that needs, see, that's beneath that one. See? That's the box in there. That's what I call the boxes within that box. And that is very difficult to get to. Once in a while, I get it, but it's, you know, it's there though. So this is what I call deep fake. And this is what I call sacrifice, Summer Moon Wells information that lies beneath this deep fake. Like that. So Benny Keys is the one who showed this all to me. He was the first one. And then I was introduced to it multiple times from there. The beginning YouTube creators with Summer Moon Wells, I call spiritual help, helped me recognize all of this in the beginning. In the beginning, I didn't know what I was collecting. I'm like, what is this? Like, I didn't know if anyone else saw it. Was I the only one who saw it? Like, I was shown these things through my third eye, and then I started seeing them. In the beginning, when I started seeing them, no one saw them, because that's when I brought my big, huge album to the Springfield sheriff, and there was nothing there. I only saw it. He didn't see it. He saw nothing. And that's when he asked me, what generation am I? And he knew I was telling him things that no one knows about. And that's when I told him my background. But I didn't know in that moment he didn't see it yet. Till he put me in a room with a lot of other people, and they said, "You do know we don't see what you see." Freaked the shit out of me. You guys, it was the most horrific, horrible, scary feeling. It was scary. I felt like I was about to be put into a hospital. Like, what do you mean? Like, it was very scary. And it happened to me a few times. But I kept going at it. So when I see a video like this that shows you a child going through this here is the same video that I watched Benny try to cover up here. Not there, not that one. Wait, let me get the very first photo. Him in his kitchen. The light. That's the top layer of Benny here. This is what this child is doing. Thank you all for these kind words. So there's no difference. His face is the deep fake. This child here, watch. She is looking down into the plexiglass. And what's going on here is the same thing that Benny is showing. The victim in this video is at the far right-hand corner. Now I'll show you, I have this all in my presentation, but I do like to take time, like we are right now, to show you it in the video, because live video works very well. So Benny is doing the same thing this child is doing. The victim is all the way to the right. And what's in this victim's hand, whatever this victim is flipping through and moving so quickly in his hand, is the same thing Benny's doing in this deep, dark corner. It's right there. That is this. The hands, let me take the saturation out now and show you a little differently. This here, just change the coloring. This here, right here, see what's in her hands? Is no different than what Benny is doing here. This is a cutting mechanism, and this is happening to the victim. That is not slime in her hand. She's not playing with slime. The movements and the situation is what Benny Keys is doing in here. It's the same. Brighten this up. It's always about the fingers. And you got the same situation. Just like that. This here is just a sliver of truth that's lying beneath the deep fake. And that light and all of this, guys, this is sacrifice. These are cutters. That's child. I have this video. Let me see. In slow motion. Is this one slow motion? Okay. This one. Hold on. I'm going to play this one and let you watch this. This one I did in the little slow motion so you could see it. Look. It's cutting of a finger. Look. That's a cutter. Slow motion. It's not an animal. It's not a toy. That is a cutter. See the pointy part on the top? Let me show you. Slow this down. There's the cutter. Trigger warning. This is what you guys are always seeing in these sacrifices. Madeline McCain, all of them. So you slow these down and you're going to see the truth. And I don't see any law enforcement coming to these children's side. Even when I'm showing this happening right here. Right here. There's a child there. Those fingers are getting sliced right there in front of you. Right there in front of you. They're bloody. And this is part of what they're going through. You see, this is repeating itself in the creator's videos that I show you. This is. You see that? See this? That is a victim's head right there on the bottom. See this? That is the victim's head. Right there. The eyeball is being removed. Thank you for becoming a member. Woohoo! Truth is in the rabbit hole. Just became a member. Thank you. Trigger warning. The eyeballs do get removed. So when you see a clip that's between a clip, it looks like this. So this is a clip of the truth right here. That I can tell you. This is a clip of the truth right here. And there's no difference between that and this. None. Brighten this up, and I'll show you. See, it's right in there. Here. These are parts of the ritual. You see. I showed you Benny's first because this child, it's a plexiglass below. You see, these are plexiglasses, and the camera and the victim are separated by this plexiglass. And that bright light is like a surgical light. It's very bright. But this child is being brutalized. Brutalized. Right there is, these are not the child's hands. These are not the hands of the child in this room. And that is not purple slime. This shit is being allowed, you guys. And this is all Summer Moon Wells stories. All of them. This is the Delphi case. This is Kylie Rodney's. This is Gabby Petito's, and they don't want to talk about it. These families don't want to talk about it. But you're seeing it right in front of you. For 1 hour, I'm showing you the videos before I show you my 85-page presentation. Because this here is real stuff. These are fingers and stuff I've been showing you guys. Look. Look at what you're seeing. This is a video that really, I mean, no matter what, it should never have been ignored. Never should have been ignored. Whatever shows up in that little corner right there. Right here. This corner. This corner holds critical information. And this corner proves she is not playing with slime. You guys, this is a live sacrifice. See that? Let me brighten it. This little girl, you know, I've played these videos of her before. And this little girl, she whispers. And I sent this to authorities. I'm like, she's whispering. It's very unbelievable, I think, that this could be shown. And look at that. It's a cutter. See what she's pulling there? What she's pulling there is what I showed you that girl was pulling with her hair. Let me grab it. This is in a lot of the videos. When they do the kids' hair in the videos, it reminds me of this. Like when they play with a lot of these kids' hair, this is what I see, is this. And the girls with the blonde hair girls in the videos, and they have shit like this. This is what I see. Cornrows like that. Terrible. What's beneath here, you guys, is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. And it's being played right over. Look at her head. I want to show you what her head looks like. It's being played right over the plexiglass, just like all of them are. You do know all of them are like this. This is her head, you guys. Trigger warning. But if the authorities could just hone in on this, this is her head. You guys, she's being victimized. No one is coming to her rescue. Why? Why the fuck aren't they? Why are there so many groups looking for these kids, but this isn't what they're looking at? You could see. You could easily see this is wrong. It's right there. Take your phone or take a snapshot of what I'm showing you. Just take a snapshot. Seriously. And this video shows it with every movement. There it is again. All they need to do is take a snapshot. Here we go. So here, the head gets worse as the video goes, on. I've shown this before, you guys. I've shown this before. Look, there's the cutter. You see what's coming over there on the right-hand side? That's the cutter. What else do you think that is? That. That's your rake. There's your three-prong rake. It's the rake. 3 prongs. You know where that's going? Right to the head. That is going right here. 3 prongs. That's the head. That's your video. You guys, this is the video I'm showing you. I'm not telling you I see it in my psyche eye. I'm showing it to you right here. Look at that. That's a hairy arm. That's a hairy arm. It's not a child's arm. You guys, that's not a child's arm. Look at her head. What's coming into her is a sacrifice. Right there. See what you're looking at here? Her head. Look at the top of her head. It's those things that I tell you. I've been looking at these things on the top of the kid's head. I've been showing you guys these since Serenity McKinney. Those. They're patches. The kids have these on their heads all of the time. These things. They're maroon, they're white, they're squares. They're on these children's bodies. They're on the heads. Right there. Right there. So I'm going to, this is play slow. Watch. You see it. See? There's a lot going on here. See? And then it goes like, goes right into that. Look at her head. Look at the top of her head. It's really important to understand, to look at this stuff, to really focus in and look at what it is showing you. This child has probably gone through multiple things. Multiple things. There's even a better look at her head. Taking screenshots helps because I could brighten them up. This one here, I brightened up here. This is what you're looking at. That. That. So here's her face. And then I'm going to give this 5 more minutes and then I'm going to go into my presentation. I have a PDF to show you guys. So this is the victim. And as you could see, the eyes are, I don't know. It's bad. It's just bad. It's really bad. Look at that. These are cutters. You've seen this in my videos. You've seen all this. Try to brighten this other one up a little bit more. The fingers going in here. Awful. It's really awful. I mean, let me see if this plays slow. Yeah, it does. Wait. Here. Watch. Look at that. Okay, so look at that, you guys. So here you could see the victim has the V next to her head, like I always show you. Look at this. Here's the V, and this victim is laying down right there. There it is. There's the V with that thing on her head. It's the heart. And that victim is laying down, laying down. See the difference? See when you get a screenshot that's beneath. Wow. So that square back down there is she's laying down. The victim is laying in there. Right there. Right there. That's the victim. And I'm showing very, very, very critical information. This is how I have photos and videos of Summer Moon Wells in this exact situation. Exact situation. So what she's doing is that's a plexiglass. This is her fingers. This is how I show you Benny Keys as always. That's a plexiglass. I show you fingers on plexiglasses all the time. That's the victim. Understand her hand is on a plexiglass. This is the victim. This victim is being brutalized. This victim is bloody and she's laying down. Here's the mesh. This is the white mesh right there. Whatever that is, shows up. That's the victim. Look at her eye. I'm taking snapshots because I'll put this all together. See her eye? The eyeball gets taken out, you guys. The eyeball gets removed. This picture here is not the same girl that we see in the beginning. Summer Moon Wells went through this same situation. These are two different eyes. Bloody. Bloody. Eyes are gone. Bloody. See her top of her head? You guys, this is a complete sacrifice. I mean, I show this stuff. This isn't new information. This isn't new information. That's the top of her head you're looking at right down there. That's the top of the head. Here are the bloody fingers. Now, I have a lot of this in my presentation, but I'm kind of liking that I'm showing it to you live. It's got a better impact. This child is being completely brutalized. Big time. Brutalized. Right there. Look at her eyes. Look at her eyes. This is what happened to Summer. This is what has happened to each and every victim. And by us showing their story and trying to expose their story brings these children justice. And I'm not quite sure how this is okay. It's not okay. With each click, you guys, the eyes and the face get worse. And truthfully, any law enforcement that really cares needs to take this and run with it. And what I showed you that was going on in Benny Keys's video with all those people on panel, they were showing the same situation. This. This is the situation they're showing. See the head? You know, you know, they put the layers are so low down here, but all you need to do is take a screenshot and try not to get the bright light in it, because you could see it better without the bright light. See? Um, the child is talking throughout the video. And this is, as you could see, um, it's this, you guys. I'm just going to keep repeating myself for 2 hours. I'm just going to keep telling you guys and repeating, because this is the story that is being shown right now. And this is Summer Moonwell's story. This is. That is. Now the hand is over her face. This person is slowly being killed. There's no, this is what is happening to her. I brightened it a little more. This is what's happening to this person. What about this? Why wouldn't this be on the news? Why wouldn't this child that looks like this get recognized? See what's happening with the head? I want you guys to watch down by her head. The head is being mutilated. Mutilated. And it's a video that I'm showing you right now. And I can't seem to get someone to recognize that this is the bigger story than following Sebastian's freaking story of nonsense. The parents are creating nonsense, but yet this is okay. And it doesn't get, look at the head. It's it's you know what it is? It's very concerning. It's concerning that this here doesn't get covered by like a Nancy Grace, or doesn't get covered by true crimes, doesn't get covered by any of those creators that cover this. That's what I want to know why. Her head, look, is covered in shit. Look. Like, what is this? But, you guys, I show this multiple times in many of the videos that I call the family YouTube videos. That's the head. Changes. But in this circumstance, watch this. It's going on this child's, something is going on here that is called brutal. This is brutal. Whatever they're doing here is absolutely pulling apart this victim. That victim with the hole in the head. That victim. And that is over a plexiglass. I'm taking snapshots because I don't have these. So all the way towards the end is that's what it shows. And this reminds me of the bread making. This reminds me of so many circumstances that I have shown from Summer Moon Wells's videos. But this little girl in here, this is no different than the Benny Keys videos. None. Now what I'm going to bring up is to show you the photos that I have from Tim Mullen. Now you're going to understand that the Tim Mullen information is nothing more than what I just showed you. This circumstance that I see inside these Tim Mullen's videos is the same thing that I see here. What I see on this child's head and what's going on here in Tim Mullen's videos is what I see here in the videos that I'm showing you. This child's photos and what's going on in Benny Keys's videos, this video is what you're seeing here in Tim Mullen's videos from 2008. Trigger warning, because what you are looking at is the same thing I am showing you in the videos. Between Benny Keys's videos and this video, there's no difference. Oh, thanks for those gifted memberships. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you guys. Tim Mullen and the videos that I follow that I call the YouTube families show the same information that I just showed you. Oh my goodness, nothing but love. Thank you, Summer Wells. Thank you, WCIA, for opening our eyes. Thank you. That is really sweet. I appreciate it all, you guys. Amazing. Amazing. Here. Wait, hold on. Okay. This here is what I was explaining that I saw in Benny's video, that girl with that whatever pulling from her head. I call these like braids or whatever the hell they call this. But this to me is what I was talking about. Not that one. Wait, this one. I see this all the time. I see it and I know what I'm looking at. I'm looking and see what's between her fingers. That is the same thing that I show from Timothy Pitzner. Timothy was the very first one who introduced me to Summer Moon Wells. Timothy has that same thing between his fingers in a few different videos. I see this little thing all the time. I've been showing it for a very long time. This went back to 2021. That finger between the fingers is very meaningful. That is very meaningful. So if you look closely to a lot of these children, they show the same thing. And I'm always like, wait a minute, why they have 6 fingers on one hand? So again, this has been going on for years. And what I see in these videos, Tim Mullen's videos, is the same thing I'm showing you today. These videos from Tim Mullen from years and years ago really need to be investigated. And what I mean by that is you just don't look at them and be like, oh, these look really weird. You have to investigate them and compare them to apples to apples. Apples to apples from what I've been showing in my 850 plus videos. All of this information I have been showing. Look at his face. Look what's in his mouth. This information can be compared apples to apples to every one of my videos. These kids need justice. And so far, I don't see that any law enforcement has come to their rescue. Whatever this child has on his head is identical to what I've been showing you the last 20 minutes. This here, let me try to, this here, what you see on his head is the same thing. I'm going to see if I could find the picture that I just showed you on this little girl's head. It's the same shape. Wait a minute. Took a screenshot of it. Is this it? Well, that's on her head there. That's like what I just showed you on that girl's head. Wait. Oh, here it is. It's this. That thing. Let me brighten it up. This. Copy. So what I see on this little boy's head is this. Same thing. And this isn't Tim Mullen's video. I would highly suggest checking into what is going on here and understand that this is, to me, a match. This is all from his video. And I'm showing it to you because Tim Mullen is on my radar. These aren't normal videos. And what you're seeing here is extremely bloody. This group here in this picture was on the video of this video. I don't know what they were talking about, but if you look, this is all from that video. If you look in that smaller picture there, what you see in that smaller picture is like this. You see, it's all coming together within videos of the same people over and over and over and over. It's all the same people from the beginning. When I showed you this photo of Summer, and I said, this can't be Summer because this is an older child. And I said that her head was in a holder. This holder has proven, well, not proven, has held true. Every time that I tell the story, there's no difference between what you see here and what you see here. These are the same circumstances. Her head is in the same thing that Summer Moon Wells' head is in. Why? Because it's the same story. Summer Moon Wells, this is her story. This little child is telling Summer Moon Wells' story. It's the same thing. This is no different. I don't just tell different stories. I'm only telling you the ones that are the Summer Moon Wells missing children story. This is what was shown to me week 1. Who shows it is Candice and Don over and over and over. All of the truth that lied beneath the deep fake was always shown by the parents, allegedly the parents, of Summer Moon. When you go closer into this photo, what's under Summer, allegedly, is the same thing that is under all of these victims. It's like a bathtub, like a hole in the ground. That's the equipment. This Summer that you see here is leaning over the same thing. And if you look really carefully, you will see trigger warning. I'm saying trigger warning right now because people have not honed in, and this is going to be a very difficult photo to look at. But all I've done to the photo you see here is blow it up. Now you tell me that that looks like a child that is alive. You tell me that that's okay for the parents of a missing child to put up on YouTube. This child is allegedly Summer Moon. Nobody. You're telling me nobody zooms in and looks at this poor little child's face? You guys, I have not stopped showing you the same story since I've gotten on YouTube. That story is this story. I'm not just putting shit up here. That story is this story. Look at Summer. Look at her eyes. Look at her mouth. Look at her neck. Look at her head. Look. So they put a smile on her face. This child is brutalized. The V is next to her. Everything that you see here, you guys, is what I've been showing you. Do you know that this exact V, what did I show you this yesterday? Or was this page 1 of, see the V? That's a staple. That is a staple piece of information from day one. Day one. It's next to the head. It's next to, I just showed you Benny Keys. Just for a moment, feel the impact that this was posted by her parents. You all have this video. Her head is in a contraction. No one's questioned it. Here's Benny in the video I just showed you. You are going to see in these pictures the identical information between here and the information that Tim Mullen shows. Tim Mullen, this is what's on the child that he's showing. The same A. That Benny Keys is laughing at. And there's a V. How the hell is it that all of these people have the same information? How is it that we could go back to all of Summer Moon Wells's videos and show you that all of this is the same? Why would Benny have the same, what do I call it? The rake. The same 3 pieces of the rake as I showed you in that girl's little video. How's that possible? These aren't coincidences. These are not coincidences. These are called elements of Summer Moon Wells' missing children. Summer told us 3 years ago she was raked. 3-prong rake. That is Summer Moon Wells. The same circumstances as I'm showing you in all of the videos I've shown you tonight. Both the videos. She's covered in this same stuff. Same stuff. It gets pulled all together. Whatever videos I choose to show, this information gets pulled together. Why? It's because it's all the same information. They're all the same elements. The truth was told a long time ago. What's on Summer's head is the same thing that's on her head. Same thing. Same thing that's on Benny's head. This is Benny in his kitchen. This is the little girl, probably fighting for her life. The elements don't change and they never will. All the authorities have to do is place them on top of each other. This is stuff that's coming from, my throat. Yeah, this is what happens. It's getting really bad. This information here all identifies the children that are looking to get justice. All of them. This is why I showed you the video first. Because when you look at this, the impact is just not as good as when you look at the video. So the video is live. Imagine this is a face. Right? A face right there. Right there. That, wait, I'm just trying to move this over. That there let me find that little kid's face. That there, to me, here it is this. This little kid's face. Let me crop it. This here is telling the same story. You guys, these are the children of Summer Moon Wells. These are the children of Summer Moon. There's no difference. The picture to the right comes from the fisherman's boat. What I see is these things are sacrificed and they're put back into nature, the water, the ground, the earth. And what I see here is the human sacrifice, just as if summer was wrapped just like that. These children that I see on these boats, they look like this. This is what they look like. This, I have dozens of pictures like this. And they all tell me the same story. These become sacrifices. That the picture to the left is what happens to the one that's being sacrificed. Just like that. You see? These pictures are being accepted. You guys, you could grab them from the videos that I show. Their faces are being raked. This is what Summer Moon Wells looked like, the V next to her head. This is what Summer Moon Wells looked like at the end of her sacrifice. This is exactly what the Delphi looked like. That. That. They showed this in their videos. These are sacrifices. They're showing it, no problem. Want to know how Summer Moon Wells looked? Just like that. These videos came from the parents. The parents. Everything that you needed to know and see came from day number one. Day number one. Here, I'm going to change the contrast on this. These are Summer Moon Wells' victims. And that's how they go off with their stick. There's a V. They're wrapped. They're in the water. That's the water hole. This video, yes, Jess, is coming soon. This is the video from the water hole. It's just video that I got from taking it from beneath the deep fake. The deep fake is what the mother put out there. All of this information here that we got in the beginning was the truth. This all comes from Candice. All of it. This here, let me show you this piece. Candice Wells had on her Facebook page. I said that was the remnants of her daughter, that she was showing it coming out from the well. She showed it multiple times. Multiple times. This here, when they showed summer, here when she was going fishing, they showed summer going down the river. And summer has a black eye. This symbolizes that they knew what happened to her. They know what happened to her. They tell her story, you guys. They tell her story over and over. They're the ones who are telling the story. They're telling it. And just by watching Candice at the water with Chris McDonough, she's telling the story. This is what happened. This is what they do. The picture all the way to the right comes from the Beeson Bunch, and that to me was a great photo. But this is the truth. And these are the photos that she showed in her video, and I said that that photo up in the right-hand corner tells the whole story of summer. That was the picture that popped up on my computer when I closed a video. I closed a video and I'm like, and I had to take a picture of it on my laptop because when I opened the video, it went away. When I closed the video, it was there. And when you look at the picture, that's supposed to be summer. That picture is the same as this. That is that. And then there's the heart. There's the heart. And she's all burnt. And to me, that is how she went down the river. Because they're telling the story. You see, they never stopped telling the story. There she is, burnt with the heart. It's the same thing as this. And it's the same thing as this. Right here. All of this is summer. And what you're looking at here, you guys, that heart, this is the water hole. This is the water hole. This is an old video. And I said, this to me was the water that they put in the backyard of the Wells. And that is the heart that was on the water. So I said that this is where she wound up. was in the water, by the water hole maybe, I don't know, but in the water. Because they're telling the story. And because Candice made this summer here, wait, let me take down the color a little. This, understand, was placed by Candice. And because she put that heart there and all this information about the water, she knows what happened to her daughter. And what's laying over the rock up there is critical. This thing here. This thing here is what Molly Golightly would show this all the time, right here. Right there. And that has a heart on it. That's the white thing with the heart. It's right over there over the rocks. But Candice, my darling, you tell the story of your daughter. You tell the story. August 21st, 2019. This is Appalachian Fairground. And I just want to show this to you because it gives me a sense of a ritual in here. Like, I feel like whatever's going on here is a ritual. It's about all I could say from this, but I feel like whatever this is has to do with the sacrifices. I don't like the Appalachian Fairgrounds. I get a yucky feeling from it. From the trucking company that moves all these rides. I don't like it. I feel like there's something under the ground at the Appalachian Fairground. I feel like it's under there. And this came from the fairground. And when I saw this to me is what the box looked like. And a lot of people haven't been here since the beginning, so I just want to tell you that this is what the box looks like. And this was a video that I got from the Appalachian Fairground, the company that moves these trucks, these trucking companies that move the rides. And this is worth me showing you. It's also worth me showing you that Ernie Shell, this was a picture of Chris Watts's, Chris Watts' father was Chris Watts's whatever. This looked like Ernie Shell, and They say this is the girlfriend of Chris Watts. And no one gave a shit about that either. And I have pictures of Ernie Shell underground at the fairground. And those were removed very quickly from YouTube. But they were very important pictures because he was with 2 kids. No, this isn't Chris Watts. That's not Chris Watts. I think that's Ernie Shell. That was her boyfriend for a while. That looks like the girl from Voices Behind the Wall. But it's not. It's marked Chris Watts' girlfriend. These are Chris Watts. I mean, these are Ernie Shell, but these are pictures they're not up there anymore. These are pictures of things that are underground, under the Appalachian fairground, right? But when you look at this, I see a lot more than that. I see this. I see these boxes that I showed you that was under Summer in the picture of her hanging from the wall. This is what I see behind Ernie. This is what I see. And this stuff was taken down very quickly. But I want to get it out there on video because I think it's important. And I haven't brought this up in a long time. Just like Benny Keys's information that I have of him underground, just like this. This is the same thing that I just showed you, right? But the situation is different, but the information is the same. You see? The situation, the deep fake is different, but the information is consistent. There's that blob by his face. It's the same thing. The information doesn't change. What you're looking at there is the same thing as this. Whatever the fuck is by his head is the same thing that's at his head here. And these are, you guys, this is from a long time ago. And a lot of people never saw the information that was in the backyard of the Wells house. Because it's taken down or removed. I don't know what happened with it, but that is what was in the backyard by the tree, was the number 5 box. This is what it looked like in the beginning. But you guys, information changed. What changed was the deep fake on the top of it. But what's on the bottom was, to me, the truth, and that stayed consistent. But it was difficult to get to on a lot of other videos because they put it deeper and deeper. That is on the Wells property. That was the box. And that's Benny underground. That is Benny underground, exactly the same place as here. It's the same. Different situation, different, deep fake. but it's the same. Always is the same. This to me was very significant. This to me showed heads coming out of trees. Um, and this was in Tina's videos. Um, I saw this as the same thing that I see as the fingers that come out of these heads. Not really sure why no one paid attention. But if you look at the top of the head, that is exactly what I'm showing. That is what I'm showing you guys. Those are the frickin' fingers. Those are the long fingers. And this was in, these were in Tina's videos. I have tons of Tina's videos. These are the fingers. So this is just stuff that I felt like showing you guys. Um, this is from Tina's, but I see the same boxes I showed you that Summer was burnt in or whatever happened. Because this here is the box. Go, 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 go. Here is the same box with a head. Yeah, my throat, you guys. Same circumstance. Tina's. Oh, thank you for that super sticker, Crystal. Thank you. Very sweet. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This here comes from Tina's videos as well. And this is stuff that all I'm saying is it matches what I'm showing you guys. It just matches. All of this matches. And once in a while, I need to bring it back because I have so many videos that you can't go over all of them. See the V? See what's between her face? Same thing as I'm showing you. Got that on his nose. The 3 prongs over there. Same thing. See, these are all the same. All the same information, you guys. This is everything I just showed you. That's Kylie Rodney to the right. It's Kylie in her car. And What happened to Kylie is everything that I've been showing you tonight. There's no difference. What the fuck do people think is on her head? A tissue? No. Same thing happened to her. All of this. This is what I opened with. This and Benny's. It's mind-blowing how I could show this picture and it's not even thought about. And you could see that that V is right there. You could see that these pictures all match. You could see that there's a common thread of what this is showing. Those fingers are the same kind of V's that are placed on Summer's head. There is no difference between these two pictures. You guys, it's the same story. It's the same story. Yes, Ryan Finding Truth shows this information. Pictures like this of Benny show the same ritual information. What you see on Benny's shoulder here, I've shown for the last 2 hours. This, I've shown that the last 2 hours in all of the videos. Summer Wells is holding something like that consistently on her swing. These are just little pieces. See, these are just little pieces. They're pieces of ritual. These are pieces that haven't been talked about. But these are all the same things, you guys. They're all the same. They're cookie cutters. These are cookie cutters. Flip this around. Here. Here. If I turn it upside down, I'll copy and paste. This here is what you're looking at this little girl's video. This is what's in the hand. And Summer Wells has it, as well as Michael Vaughn, all of them show it. Brighten this up. Turn it around. This is no different than what's in her hands. These are the same things, you guys. All you need to do is brighten it. And you'll see the truth. That is no different than what Benny shows or what Summer shows. See? What you're looking at in there are they're symbols. They're whatever these people's symbols are is being shown between these fingers. That's what's in there. That's what's always in there. Yeah, it's going to look fuzzy. You know who else had these? These same things? Madeline McCain. Madeline McCain showed the identical pieces. Some reason nobody wants to put it together. You brighten this shit up, you have what all these children have. Madeline McCain is no different. She had the same thing. These are important to look at, you guys. Madeline McCain's story is the same story. These are the same pieces that they've been showing since day number 1. That V and whatever they're showing in that little girl's video is no different than what Benny Keys shows in his videos. JLR shows it very well. Over and over and over. Over and over and over. But the thing is, if you don't know what you're looking at, you're not going to see it because that's how they do it. They hide it beneath the deep fake. The stuff that I find in JLR's videos is the same information that I find in Candice's videos. It's all the same. Pay attention. Really look. Notice the faces. Notice what is underneath the video. Notice what pops up on JLR's face, his hands. What you see here on his face and on his eye is no different than what I've been showing you all night long. What's in his hand? He's not supposed to have anything in his hand, but he does show it. The more he moves his hands, the more I look. The more he waves hello, the more I see. The more he does certain things, the more that is shown to me. This is what I've been showing you all night. This. To me, what he shows in his hands is exactly the same thing as I look at here. Period. The story, you guys, is what stays consistent. This story speaks to me. Speaks. The story that this child is telling is exactly the same information as any other YouTube creator that I follow. They're pulling and showing the same elements. He did it the best. And this is why he's gone. Just because he's gone doesn't mean I'm going to stop showing what I have from his videos. What you see in his video is exactly what is being shown over and over and over. Summer Moon Wells' mother, Candice, told us all of this information day number 1. All of this information. And I just showed it to you again. That might as well be Summer Moon Wells' head. Exactly how I showed it to you. Strapped in this thing. This here, you guys, is supposed to be I want to say Jody Sue Brown. I don't know who, but it's the man that pops up beneath her face that is of interest to me. There's certain faces that pop up beneath these faces that stay consistent. Look for them, you guys. Look for these faces in the middle. You guys, this is the same situation. There's no swing that did this. That's the deep fake. Look at Summer. Look at Summer. This here is the truth. Right? This here is the truth. This here's the truth. These are both the same story. One is in Benny's house. The other one is in the backyard. They're both the same story. You see, this is this. This just happens to be in a backyard. This one happens to be in his kitchen. What I'm telling you is it doesn't matter, because this is the same story. This and this, they're both summer. They're both summer. Whatever is being pulled in this video is the same circumstance of what they're showing happened to Summer's eye to the left. Summer's eye to the left is exactly what I just showed you in that little girl's video. Let me take down the color a little bit. It's Candice's video. It's Summer on the swing when you look closely, right? That's what happened to Summer. These kids and this bright light above her, this bright light above her, and what's happening, you might as well put her either in Benny's kitchen or the Wells backyard. What's the difference? The deep fake is different. The deep fake is different. This and this and this are all the same. What's beneath the deep fake holds the justice for the children. I show this over and over. Summer Moon Wells, it doesn't matter how they show or where she was. Her story has to be told. That's what we do here, is we tell the story of how I see it here and how I hear it. The story isn't that she's swinging on her swing that all the YouTube channels want you to talk about. Her story isn't that she was in the back seat with the fucking milk. She wasn't. Her story isn't that she was swimming at the swimming hole. They don't know if she was with the boys or if not. They can't even get their story straight. It's not about that. It's about what was beneath the story that they created for all of you guys to get immersed with, to get involved with, to talk about. Because they didn't want you talking about this. They don't want you talking about this. They don't want you talking about this. Benny shows the same story. She tells the same story. And this is Summer Moon. Same story. That's why we're here. We're here to show you that this little girl is in the same goddamn box as every other child I talk about. That's her head. And that is exactly how all of the children wind up looking. They have that thing in their mouth. I show it all the time. I'm always like, there's that thing in their mouth. Summer Moon is the one who showed me all of this, you guys. This is from Candice. That's Summer. With the thing in her mouth that I show you is in the mouth of so many channels that I follow. Wait, I'm going to take the saturation down. I'm always like, and there's that thing in the mouth. Anything that I show you was shown to me from Summer. This is her box. They all have one. They all have one. This is Summer's box. This is Summer. Not really quite sure what's in here, but this is important. This is important. This is no different from this. It's just being shown differently. You see? These are the same. I think it's the white stuff. It's the white stuff that's important, you guys. That white stuff is what's very important to them. Because whatever we're seeing here is significant. And it's supposed to be shown. That's all I know. Is this is supposed to be shown because this is what's surrounding Summer. This is a very significant photo for anyone who knows what it is. This is a photo that I'm supposed to show you. And Summer is in between this. Summer is within this. Summer's in this. She's in it. And this should be something that I paint or something, like make into a painting, I guess. That's what I'm being told. This should be a painting. Like when I oh, I see. When I brighten it, there's the box. I should paint this. I'm going to give this to someone to paint. See her in the box? But wherever this is very significant. This is a place. This is somewhere. This is somewhere. This is a place, you guys. Says something. This says something. This is a place. This is of significance, you guys, big time. This says something. I think I'm gonna lots. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to have someone paint this. There's a lot of different ways to brighten this and not brighten it. Like if I don't brighten it, you see summer. Like you've got this. Wait, let me take a snapshot. Oh shoot. I'll take a screenshot. And then you've got this. But this is, oh wow. You guys see those little angels back there? I do. I see little angels against the walls. There's a lot of spirit in here, like a lot. There's a lot back here's right here, in here, back here, here. There's a lot going on here. See? Look at her. Wow. Look at the face in the middle. That's pretty intense right here. Very peaceful. Right here. And here. Right? It's a mind screw. Jesus. There's a lot. Okay, I know. Wow, you guys, this is crazy. Look in the middle here. Wait. I'm gonna have to play around with this photo. See her in there? Laying down. Like this way. I have to turn it. It's a mind screw. No, it's this way. I see her eyes. I see the eyes closed. So if I do it this way and take the contrast out, then you just see her in there. See? And the light. So this is pretty cool. I want to paint that. I've got to start painting. This is one of the last things and we're getting towards the things I want to show you again. This was on the Wells property. And this is what it showed. But in the same video, within the same clips, shit changes. The red box disappears. So this, you guys, is very significant that nobody has mentioned before. This red box holds the maroon box. This here You've seen this before. During the Kraken cases showed a video, and he went back to the house. This was in his video. This here is not in this photo here. It disappears. You see it in the same, as I'm saying, in the same video. This is not in this photo. This photo, remember I said there's the refrigerator? And I said this significant, there's the refrigerator has a lot to do with it. The things that change in this video is the equipment. Like, that's not their house. The shit that's in here is not against their house. But it's that red with the maroon box. It's there, then it isn't. This here is from one of those videos, families I follow. I wanted to show you that stuff in the mouth. I don't even need to talk about this right now. When I follow the families, I look for significant information. This here is significant information. It shows that the person in the middle changes. The person all the way to the right cannot be the same person in the middle. Whole different outfit. These are things that I want the authorities to look at because these are things that shouldn't happen. I mean, I don't even want to get into this because I've gotten into so much already that I think I'm going to save this. I do want to show you, I'm going to pass this. That Ryan Finding Truth has very important information that he shows in his videos. I don't talk about him lately, but I just want you to know I collect his information. If you were to hone in on stuff like this, you'll see that this is like Ben Hill Road here. But if you look at the information that he shows and you compare it to each other, it changes. But I believe it shows information that will help identify the location of Summer. Period. That's all I have to say about that tonight because I think I'll have to cover this next time. Because this Ryan Telling Truth or whatever it is shows incredible bits of images. And my throat is so done. It's so done. But I'll save this for the next time. And I'm talking stuff like under there. All this shit. That will be next time. I'm going to end it on Summer. I'm going to end it on Summer. This is all for her and all of the Summer Moonwell's missing children. We try the best to our ability to tell the story the way that we hear it to be true. And that's all we could do here. My throat is done. I can't speak anymore. Thank you all so much for your patience and being so nice in chat. And thank you to Muffin Top and to my members, gifted members, and my super stickers and super chats. You guys are all wonderful. I couldn't do this without you, and I'm going to go have some hot tea. Thank you all for joining. God bless you, and may summer and all the summer moon wells find justice in everything that we have done today. Good night, guys.